Did you know that doing something new is a healthy way to get a hit of dopamine? Maybe everybody else already knew that, but I just found out. So my quest to climb new mountains continues, and I was thinking about, why does this feel so good? So I looked into it, and it turns out there are 5 ways that doing something new makes you feel good. So we are going to go climb a mountain and talk about those 5 ways that it makes you feel good. And it doesn't have to be just climbing mountains. It can be anything that's new to you or going to a new place. For me, we're going to go to Engineer today, which is a local mountain that I've never climbed because it has a technical component. And I don't mind scrambling, but we don't take Pippa on scrambles. And it just so happens that Pippa's always been with us when we've been there. So let's go climb Engineer and feel good and talk about the science reasons that it feels good. I'm Sarah. I live in the mountains, and I'm just trying to be better every day. Here we are on the route of Engineer. Unfortunately, I didn't film the first couple of miles through the woods on the Pass Creek Trail to get up here, but this is the new and interesting part. Reason number 1 that it makes you feel good to do new things or go to a new place is it creates new neural connections in your brain, which increases your mental flexibility, and that makes you feel good by releasing dopamine. Quite terrible without snow on it. Oh, we did? Oh. Oops. You know, I looked and I thought that looked out of the way. Yeah, okay, this is better. On the left, we've got the route up Engineer. We start out on the Pass Creek Trail, weaving through the trees. This is the part that I didn't record. Coming up on tree line. I'm gonna pop out of the trees right about here. You can see we're getting close to the base of the mountain. Here's where my footage started, and here's where we are now. There's a little bit of scrambling left, and then we're gonna be on the summit. Careful, that rock's trying to close on you.
Totally. That was been here for
years. Go up this mess? Or go around this mess?
I don't know. It's more water down the right there. Well,
it's pretty spicy, but it looks better once we get around this part.
Yeah, that's spicy though. I don't remember it being that spicy.
Try this? This wasn't bad. Oh, maybe I missed it again. That part that we were just on seems like really well traveled, but it looks like there's a trail from here.
Oh.
So,
yeah.
I just...
There's a lot of wind.
Yeah, I stepped on the solid parts and they were fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as it looked. Humans are naturally curious, and our brains are basically wired to be excited about new things, to encourage exploration and learning. Routine is relaxing, but when we give our brain something new, it rewards us by releasing dopamine. So we're at the crux, which is going to involve some scrambling, so it is time to put our poles away and our jackets on.
Go out on the stage, so it's going to be insanely exposed. But you just get straight up.
Oh, these are all breaky. Oops. Be careful, bonking the camera.
You know, everything's good. Opening the stretch of brand new wing.
The shorter it's out, the less spicy it is.
Yeah, you're right. Pretty wild, huh?
Yeah, pretty wild. Pretty wild.
That's cool.
In the past, we got there and go any further.
Well, see, this is what I think of as scrambling. Well, apparently people call whammers scrambling, but I call that slab climbing. That's the difference I was trying to point out. Scrambling is when there's plenty of stuff for your hands and your feet. If it goes well, doing something new increases your self-esteem, which releases dopamine. So here I'm noticing what time it is and doing some live math.
Practice my maths.
To figure out if we can make it to the summit and back before dark, because we did not bring headlamps. We were playing sunset roulette. Getting my butt kicked.
We are getting our butts kicked.
So from here, there's not much further to go. I'm trying to push it a little bit because I know we don't have a ton of time, but I'm running out of gas in the tank. And then all of a sudden, here's the sun. Oh, we got it! This ridge is so beautiful in this golden hour light. I don't think there's anything down here, but I can't help myself to just like keep going a little bit and check it out. A new summit gives you a satisfying sense of accomplishment. And I think it doesn't have to be mountains or climbing, but I think mountains are really tangible for that because it's very clear where you start and then where you finish. And that like picturesque way of looking at like, this is the summit, this is the completion. It's just an easy way to view a task that is challenging to you mentally or physically.
You are my Everest.
And then whatever that task is, when you complete it, you feel a sense of accomplishment and get a hit of dopamine for it.
It's gonna be so beautiful and cool.
Yes, how come? I thought this was the sketchy part.
I knew it.
I can't walk around with just one mitten on.
Putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation lets you practice being in an uncomfortable situation, which, you know, there's the uncomfortable situations that we choose and then the ones that happen. And I'm pretty sure that thousands of times that I've put myself in these uncomfortable mountain situations and then learned and practiced how to deal with the stress and anxiety and the fear that comes with all of that is like helping me handle cancer mentally a lot easier. You know, on the way up, I went out left a little bit, but I liked coming down there better. It looks worse, but it felt better. Yeah.
Crazy. It looks like the whole thing is shot.
Totally. This was another amazing day in the mountains. I feel great, and we didn't even talk about endorphins.
Exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy.
I think this project to climb the mountains is really helping me live my life and find happiness during chemo. And it's safe to say that doing something new, and it doesn't have to be mountains at all, it could be anything, is just a wonderful way to live your life and feel good. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure today. This series will continue a little longer because I'm in chemo until January. And I hope I see you on the next one.